Let's go to Corey. I'll call Corey. Corey, I'm calling you now. Corey, everyone, welcome back onto the show.
What up? What up?
How you doing, man? Long time.
Good, yourself? Yeah, it's been a while. How you been?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Just got to hash it out with Ray a little bit, kind of clear the air. And now, apparently you were in the chat, and it looks like you were, man, in the flesh, Corey Adam.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, I got done with comedy, and somebody was like, "Oh, Win by Two's talking about you," and then I got to listen to you and fucking Soft Weekly talk your bullshit. So that's fine.
Look, and I said it throughout, Corey. We just jump right into it. I said it throughout. It's not so much. I'm not. Talking sideways or out of school here as it is.
But you kind of are though, right? Because like you're super friendly, and then you say these like half truths, and then you have another guy on to try and back you up in these half truths. It's like he's not
backing me up. He's not backing me up in any which way.
Kind of was, man. And like I don't know, it's the same thing. Like all the people that I'm interacting with, you guys all want it to be some glorious cop out or whatever, but like nothing I've said is untrue. I've been the same person the entire fucking time.
You kind of have been, and you kind of haven't. That's
how have I not though? This is what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about by the half truth bullshit. What have I not been truthful about?
For me personally, this is just me. You don't have to do anything I say, right? I mean, I'm just a guy on the internet.
I never said I would do anything what you say. I said, what have I been dishonest about?
Oh, I didn't say dishonest. I'm just saying you haven't been completely, like, for me personally.
Sure. What haven't I been straight with you on?
The whole Aaron thing, right? It's just
what about it? What about it?
If you would have just kept leaning into the whole bit side of thing instead
of but then I'm doing what you guys want and not what I feel, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
At that point, I would have been dishonest, right?
Not necessarily. I mean,
yes. If I'm faking that I'm angrier at somebody, that's not being honest. Like this is where I get super fucking fed up with all this fucking internet bullshit. Is everybody wants people to think a certain kind of way and be a certain kind of way. I show up and I'm myself every time I'm there, and people like it or they don't like it, and that's fine. But this idea that I'm somehow not being honest or genuine is fucking garbage.
Look, again, it's not.
I think you know too, and I'm not blaming you. I like your show. I know the gimmick. I know all that shit. But like to sit here and perpetuate this, and I'm done taking this shit on the face. I'm not tied to anybody else. I can lash back as my own human being again, which is fucking empowering. But this idea that I'm supposed to harbor this giant fucking grudge that all these trolls on the internet harbor that I never harbored, right? Like I never did. It's not my fucking grudge. It's your guys' grudge. I saw something funny I could do. I leaned into it. I got basically belittled for it. And I said, you know what? I can't work here. That's fine. But at that point, it's dishonest for me if I start virtue signaling or acting in the way that you guys feel that I should, right? Like that to me feels dishonest.
Yeah, look, but again, you have to understand where people are coming from, right? Like, because you leaned into this bit with Patrick from Nobody Likes Onions. You did a phenomenal job on that show. Sure. Right. And I guess people.
But you guys were both just saying that I didn't, and it wasn't about me earlier in this episode.
No,
right?
no. That's been one of my, high critiques of you is that show specifically. I mean, was what's lights out. What I was saying specifically was, you said it was like the best television ever. You know what I mean? Which is like
it was the live streaming event of the year so far.
Okay,
at least. It was one of the best. It was like live television because like nobody watches TV anymore. That's a fucking boomer thing, right?
Sure.
Like everybody's watching the internet. And if you're telling me that episode wasn't one of the best things on streaming television, I think you're wrong.
No, on a streaming sense, for sure. But again, I guess people were just expecting, me included, right? I'm not going to generalize and use people, me included, right? We had you on Saturday or 3 weeks ago.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the shit you were talking earlier with Soft Weekly. Both you guys talking on this very program that we're on right now.
When it comes to podcasting, with a little bit of structure, I really think he has potential to have a good show. He just needs to get a couple things dialed in, and I think he actually could have a good show, but he has to be open to criticism. I think he thinks that we're all just kind of fucking with him and we're just all talking shit, but some of it's like constructive criticism where, it's like, dude, you got to wake up and snap out of it because we're just trying to fucking look out for you. Right?
Like that's my problem is you want to come at me like fucking, oh, it's disingenuous or this is where you lose it or this or that. And then I come in here and you're kind of backpedaling from what you were saying earlier that I fucking watched you say.
I'm not backpedaling. I'm just saying,
You kind of are. You kind of are backpedaling.
Hold on real quick. Sorry. I just keep getting other calls here. It's very distracting. It's Soft calling back in. Answer this call. Do you mind if I bring Soft on? Maybe he has some...
And everybody can come on. I don't give a shit.
All right, Soft, what's going on, man?
Well, I don't know. Corey said I was talking bad about him. I was trying to get back on because I want to be part of this because I thought I was always cool with you, Corey. I didn't.
We're not uncool, but you guys were talking shit about me earlier in this episode. Do you not remember what happened like an hour ago? I was watching it.
Yeah, and to what we were saying, Corey, was constructive criticisms, right? And then
but it's not constructive criticism when you tell me, one, that I'm somehow, it was this big meaningful moment, which you all know it was. Two, you try to belittle it and say that it wasn't about me. Oh, it was Pat, it was this and that. Who was the motherfucker doing 2 shows at the same time, motherfucker? You think that
I said it was you.
Me? It was literally only me. That's not what you said earlier. And I'll run the tape back when I go live and we will watch what you said. And I will reference this point in your show where you are contradicting what you said an hour ago.
Good for Corey, man. This is what we want from Corey. This is what, we expect from Corey, or at least expected at one point from Corey when he went on Nobody Likes Onions and was doing 2 shows at once and was really leaning into this bit. And we thought, fuck yeah, dude, Corey, man. Like that's, for me, man, I'm a punk rock guy. I like to see when people fucking go against the grain. And that was some punk rock shit right there. I mean, you're on Steel Toe, which is your employer at the time, while also on Pat's stream. And you're cucking Steel Toe in live time. I mean, it was phenomenal. That's fine. I'm certain of what I said.
Okay.
I stand by what I said, Corey.
Which time, Soft? Like all you do is you jump behind everybody's back and stab them in the guts every time, right? Which thing do you stand behind?
Who have I
stand behind the stuff you said with Melton? Do you stand behind the stuff you said to Aaron months before that? Do you stand behind the stuff you said earlier?
Give me an example, because I thought I liked you, but now you sound like an asshole. So give me an example.
Maybe I'm pissed because you were talking shit. I did.
Give me an example, motherfucker.
I did earlier today.
No, give me one right now, not earlier.
I just said you said that I wasn't.
Right now, you fucking
motherfucker! Jesus Christ!
One person at a time. One person at a time.
I already did. How do you need more examples?
No, say right now. You said I'm a backstabber. Okay,
I never said.
Give me one example.
What I just did. You were literally talking shit about me earlier on the show.
And yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I gave you a fucking example, you prick. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You just literally tried to talk over me for fucking 2 minutes, being like, give me a fucking example. And then I'm like, I already did. And then when I said it again, you're like, well, yeah, I guess you fucking did. Shut the fuck up, dude.
So you're saying if I think you're a decent person, then I can't say things I don't like about your show.
I'm saying if you have no consistency to your viewpoint, you need to shut the fuck up about talking about other people's lack of consistency. The reason why everybody on here likes and hates me and all this other shit is because you guys gravitate behind your own fucking infant viewpoints. I'm going solid up the middle, still being Corey Adam. Sometimes you like Corey Adam, sometimes you don't. But the inconsistency you're mad at is inside yourself. What?
What? You sound unhinged, so I was just going to
I'm upset because you and I were always cool and you were talking shit about me an hour ago, and then you tried to gaslight me like I wasn't talking shit. And then when you got called out, you're like, I guess I was talking shit.
I wasn't talking shit about you. I was talking shit about your show.
Oh, okay. So now semantically you were talking shit about something I do, and that's different to you, right?
So are you saying if I get along with you personally, like we DM'd and we had good discussions, we were friendly, and then I say I don't like this about his show and what he's doing, that means I've been disingenuous to you.
Talking shit about somebody when you're friendly to their face is disingenuous.
So is what I did worse than what you did to Aaron?
What did I do to Aaron?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're going to play that game.
Yeah, go ahead. You're the guy that likes examples. Give me examples. Go ahead. What did I do there?
Oh, the whole mountain show.
I saw something that was funny, and I leaned into it because I thought it was funny. None of that was to hurt Aaron. None of that was to help Milton. It was me identifying something and leaning into something I thought was funny.
Oh, and that's what I did talking about your fucking stupid show today, dude.
And you're talking shit about me again, right? You're losing the high ground as you start calling names, dude. Keep going.
No, I don't like your show.
Good, that's fine. Then don't watch it. Why are you sitting here watching it, talking shit, and then acting like you're my friend to my face?
That's what you did to Aaron.
No, it's not. I've talked much shit to Aaron to his face over the last 6 years.
You fucked his show.
I didn't fuck his show.
Oh, yes, you fucked his show.
How did I fuck his show?
You're whatever, Corey. You
Right,
can
whatever,
because
because you don't answer for your own bullshit. Back up your own bullshit, Soft Weekly. Maybe you should be flaccid, Weekly, because you don't seem like you're man enough for conflict. You talk all this shit and you're super friendly to my face, and then you're this fucking weird guy that's like fucking going after me when I'm not around. And it's not just here. You've done it elsewhere too.
Where have I done it?
Likes onions. Do you need me to I will literally go back and find the tapes of this shit, dude. Literally,
I've never been on nobody.
As you were betraying Aaron, you literally told Melton to tell them Soft Weekly sent you. You told him to tell him that. Right. Oh, now it's super quiet. Who the fuck knows? Right? Oh, how did all this happen? I'm suddenly accountable for all my fucking bullshit. My name's Soft Weekly.
I may have told Patrick.
No, you did. Not May. You did, motherfucker. Don't do that. Stop.
Hold on, guys. One at a time, guys. One at a time, guys.
Your own bullshit.
One at a time.
Your own bullshit. That's all I ever fucking ask. And you're gonna be sitting here going at me like, oh, he's not consistent. He's not all this other bullshit. Dude, look in the fucking mirror. You're projecting outwardly all the shit you hate about yourself. I can't help you with that. I've been here being the same fucking person, and all of you motherfuckers, one week I'm your god, the next week I'm the fucking peasant you're going to step on, the next week you're okay and this and that. Fine, be on my side or don't, but either way, fuck off. How about that? You don't like my show, don't fucking watch it. That doesn't mean you have to come on here and make everything about you as you talk shit about people. It doesn't mean you have to go running to Melton and betray Aaron because you were mad at him and be like, Soft Weekly sent him. It doesn't mean you have to be extra friendly to me when we encounter each other in a Discord when you mean to go on here and still talk shit. You're a duplicitous motherfucker, and just own that. I wouldn't even be mad at you if you would just fucking own it.
I want to thank you for one of the best internet moments I've ever been involved with, Corey. That was
welcome.
Special.
Corey, look, for everything I say, I've always been consistent with saying this, man. You know, you're a good guy, and I think you have a lot of potential. You're very, I think, new to just starting your own solo thing, right? You just started it, going away from Steel Toe. And, that is something I do commendate, tip my hat to, I guess, is the better word for it. Look, we'll make fun of people. You don't have to take it so personally, right?
It's not about taking it personally. I don't care about what you do. I like this show. I still watch it. I was watching it earlier. I have a problem with Soft Weekly being friendly to my face and then just stabbing me in the guts and then acting like he does nothing. I have a problem with that, and I always will. I don't like snakes.
Soft, would you care to respond?
I don't think I stabbed him in the gut by saying that I didn't like his show. I prefaced all that by saying I had talked to you plenty of times and I liked you as a person.
Now that I'm here, you're backing down from a lot of stuff you said earlier. When I go live, we're going to be reviewing. When I go live, we're going to be reviewing all that was said on this show. We're going to watch you guys watch me, and you can see how absolutely hypocritical you look in this moment now when confronted.
Oh no, I'll be happy to watch it back.
Good.
All right,
and I don't even care. I don't care if you like or dislike me. The problem is that stop acting like I'm the one being inconsistent when all of you internet fucks are the inconsistent one. I have been the same Corey Adam the entire fucking time. That's it.
You got on the internet, so I guess that's your fucking problem.
Look, Corey, real quick.
What does that mean? So you don't have to have integrity because you're not on the internet? What kind of snake backwards talk is that, dude? Like, oh, hey, well, actually, you're the one behind a camera, so morality applies to you and not me. What?
I just said you can play back your show and I'll defend anything I said.
I don't need your permission. I already told you I was doing that.
Well, I told you I'll be happy to come on and defend what I said because I don't think I stabbed you in the back at all, dude. You've now gone to show me, and then when I gave you an example, you acknowledged it too. I didn't to I've never to now I don't think, right? No, your example wasn't a real example. It was stupid.
It was. You literally betrayed Aaron and told Milton, tell them Soft Weekly sent him. You told him that as you were betraying Aaron.
How could I betray Aaron? He's the one that talked about our DMs on his show first. How could I ever betray him?
So betray somebody who betrayed you is just in your right?
No, don't change the subject now.
I'm not changing the subject. I'm literally doing whataboutism right now. You're not acknowledging your own acts and you're being like, well, with this, you sound like fucking old boomers talking about politics. Well, fucking Biden did this, so I have to vote for Trump. Well, Trump did this, so I have to vote for Biden. That's what you're doing right now. You're literally whataboutism.
All right, Corey, you win. It's cool.
It's not about winning, man. I don't care.
You
It's about you understanding it and stop gaslighting your own self because it's going to be better for you going forward.
Gaslighting my own self.
You literally said I didn't say any. You literally said I didn't say anything. To I never said it. To like, oh, maybe I did. No, I stand by this. And then you're like, give me an example. I gave you an example, and now you're still yelling about giving you an example. What part of that isn't gaslighting yourself? You're either lying or you have yourself gaslit. Those are the only two options because you've already contradicted yourself 3 times on this conversation.
Listen, I'm only going to say this once, is you didn't provide any of the examples you think you did.
I just did.
No, you didn't. You said words after I said, give me an example, and that was it. So I stand behind everything, Corey. If you want to put, you can put whatever you want up. And if you want me to come on your show and defend what I said, I'll do that.
I'm good. I'm right here confronting you. Why would I need you to defend it again?
You're not confronting me.
I'm literally here confronting you. He asked me if you could come on the call, and I said, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Look, Corey, this is the Corey, I think, not that you give a shit or not. I mean, that's what I'm picking up here tonight. But this is the Corey that we thought we were getting when we were watching the Nobody Likes Onions, the MLCs that one week. And, there was a little bit, the following week, again, my biggest thing was when Aaron came on, said that you paid him back half the money, and then, apparently that was a lie afterwards. It's like,
I never paid him back half the money.
Okay,
that never happened.
Okay, so my thing with you then would be, why didn't you say anything in the moment,
Because I didn't catch that one semantical tangent. Like, some of this shit isn't people like trying to deceive you. It's that you're in the moment doing a show and you don't listen to every fucking inane detail around you.
That's fair. Okay. So that's been my biggest thing. And that was, I guess, kind of, put a bad taste in my mouth, man. Just because to me, watching it, maybe you did hear it and just choose to not acknowledge it. I thought you might have, but, you're saying you didn't, and I'll take your word for it, man. But, I want to figure this out with Soft and you, like, why, how can we better this going forward? If there's any betterment.
I have nothing against him. I just get bothered when people talk shit and then act like they're not talking shit. That's the one thing that I like about you. And I like that about Pat. And I like people who are going to fucking talk shit and then own the shit they're talking. I respect that. I don't respect somebody that's going to talk shit and then act like they've done nothing wrong.
Here, real quick, we got a super chat coming in from LL Cooley. It says, Corey, can you not understand why people think you're a cuck for giving Aaron half your money from Patrick? Also, wasn't BS that Aaron only gave you half the money on your last day? So I think you kind of just answered that. But if you want to further elaborate anymore.
No, you guys, look, it's not my responsibility to just be around the internet and shoot down every fucking thing that fucking Melton says to you guys that you believe. I'm sorry. I know he's in the chat. Pat, fuck off. Why don't you tell the truth for once, buddy? You always go at me for lying. At the beginning of all this, you used Cowpote as if he was a reference point. You acted like Jake was a reference point. You're the one that started the Chad got assaulted by fucking the Stonies guy shit. Like, you haven't been correct about anything going forward. And honestly, Pat, from me to you, if this channel over at Steel Toe doesn't get shut down for this gaming shit, you're gonna look as stupid as you did when Red Bar was going after you 2-3 years ago, motherfucker.
Pat, you hear that? It's a direct call out. You can hop on, Pat, if you want. If you want to answer back to Corey. To all fairness, in Pat's defense, though, he didn't. I'm coming to the defense of Pat here, but he didn't directly say it was the Stonies guy. He started the rumor live on stream. He checked to see Stonies was there, and he goes, well, maybe he did this, huh? I don't know. And then he kept harping on it for like an hour. That's absolutely starting it. That's absolutely what that is. Okay, so I guess it's just which way you take it, because to me, it's just like, all right, here's some evidence. It just seems fishy that the guy was here. But again, you're on the internet, so you kind of have to see, I guess, how people would perceive that, and they would automatically assume. So I get it, there's a little bit of a, I guess, gray area, in that situation. But look, man,
there's not a gray area. You guys just like Pat, so you're giving him the benefit of the doubt. If you start a rumor and then harp on it for an hour, you started that rumor.
Again, though, it was a piece of information that came out, and he was just saying
that he found and then aired as if it was a breakthrough, right?
In a way, sure, but in the other way, he was just saying, I'm not saying this is one way or the other.
But if you didn't like Pat, would you be saying in another way, no, you want to stay on his good side, so you're not going to say what actually happened, right?
I don't really care about being on Pat's good side. Me and him really haven't even talked. If he'll probably turn on me eventually, be covering me and everything I do. It just is what it is. It's just what I'm seeing, being factual about it. I didn't take it as this is pertinent information. This is 100% factual. Pat has the guy who fucking punched Chad. I took it as, okay, there's a coincidence there. Let's look into it more. But that's just me. But I could see how other people got it, mixed up, right? It was a little bit leading. Sure, I could give you that. But at the same time, it wasn't 100% either way. So
I think there's a big misconception that all of us gang tackled Steel Toe together, and we did not do that.
You did. Just because you were on separate teams doesn't mean you weren't all gang tackling a show together. That's what Steel Toe Boring Thread is. That's a bunch of different factions ganging up on a show you guys dislike. That's literally what that is.
No, I started that before I knew John.
Right, but at this point now, there's like 3 different factions, and you're all united with how much you hate Steel Toe, right?
We're independent group of people that all rally behind a common goal.
They're different factions, right? You have the NLO people. You have the people that are just there to hate on fucking Steel Toe. You got the people that hate Shuli. You got the people that hate Stuttering John, and they've all come under one banner to hate on Steel Toe on this Reddit thread, right? Is that not what it is?
It's not just hate though. You know what I mean?
I mean troll. Like I don't mean like when I say hate, and like I don't hate Pat. I don't like this is my big problem is that all of you guys want me to fucking hate these people involved in these moving pieces, and I just don't. I'm sorry.
I don't.
There's plenty of things that make me mad, like people talking shit out of their mouth and then being nice to my face. That always makes me mad. But people trolling you on the internet, like who the fuck cares?
Corey, I don't want you to hate anyone. Why would
you were literally you guys were just talking earlier, and this is again, we'll go back and what you were just talking earlier that I need to like pick a side. And I'm just and all this shit. If I don't hate anybody, I can't manufacture that.
Yeah, that's just me though. But
somebody to appease the trolls, fuck that.
Yeah, but so you could say fuck that. That's a me thing, right? That's not a you thing. That's just me saying what I feel. You know what I mean? Whether you do or not is you. I mean, if you're doing this whole I'm Corey Adam, I've always been Corey Adam, then just continue to do Corey Adam. Don't give me what I say.
Dude, we're watching Corey Adam. You know what I mean? And we're commenting on that, dude. I've always been nice to you because I like you. I told everyone before we started on it, I thought you were a decent guy. We're talking about what you're doing on the internet like everyone else is talking about. Everyone else on the internet.
Real quick.
It's not personal.
Jules David coming in with $2 says, Justice for Corey, Soft Weekly is a troll. Soft, care to elaborate?
I'm not. If people tell me I'm a troll, I guess I am, but I don't think I am. I've been around a long time, and I don't think I've been known as a troll.
Patrick in the chat says, imagine bouncing over something you don't care about.
Oh yeah, what did I bounce about that I didn't care about? See, this is what I'm talking about. Pat only tells Pat and Aaron are almost the same guy. That's the funny part about this. And again, if Aaron's channel doesn't get down for fucking like gaming fraud and everything, you're gonna look like a giant fucking dipshit. You better hope to death that when you're out there advocating that people take down another channel and report it, which you did do multiple times, and then you said you didn't, which is really funny. I've got a splice job of that coming up in the video edits. I got a very good video for you, Pat, since you like to do videos on other people. That'll be nice. But this idea that I came in because of that. No, I came in because 2 guys who were nice to my face were talking shit about me, so I popped in to talk shit back. That's all. I don't care about the other stuff around us. That's not what I'm fucking irate about or Muppet dancing or whatever.
Real quick, LL Cooley coming in with the $4.99 says, Corey, that's what Reddit is. People coming together and hating on liking something. Stop being a baby.
I never was complaining about it. He said that that's not what it was, and I said, no, it was. I was specifying. Right? I was saying, because Soft Weekly said it wasn't a big everybody gang up on it. And it was. Yes, that is what Reddit is. I have read it. I understand that.
Yeah, man.
It's a place for like-minded individuals to speak with each other.
Jules David coming in with $2 says, is Soft drinking Bud Light?
No, Busch Light.
Busch Light.
Busch Light.
Wow. Here, I'm going to pour one up. Corey, look, first of all, we do appreciate you coming on. Obviously, man, you could stay on if you want, but to come on and kind of, speak your piece in the whole matter while everyone, you perceive to be is shitting on you. again, it's just it's more of things.
I wasn't talking about everybody. I was talking about the shit that specifically you and Soft Weekly were talking an hour ago on your own show.
Right.
Stop that. Well, don't do the radio broadcast thing and try to like misconstrue it like that's not what I'm doing.
Well,
Stop
I meant
that.
me. I meant
cool,
me.
Right. But then say what you fucking mean. Don't do that misconstraining thing. That's a parlor trick for broadcasters, and you're better than that.
All right. Well, Corey, here is some truth. Is I'm a little shocked that you're so mad at me about what we said earlier. I don't get it.
I wasn't mad about you till you denied it and then rolled that back into the dial. I
didn't think anything I said on the show.
Right, but now you're like, I don't think. Before it was, I've never have, and I didn't, and now it's, I think.
Well, I think you and I have different terminologies of what stab in the back, or I think you said stab in the gut is.
Yeah,
I don't think
you're doing
I
it
don't
out in
think
the open,
I did that
the guts,
to you.
right?
I don't think I did that to you at all.
Okay.
All right, and that's all I'm wanting to say is I
got nothing against you. I'm just gonna call this shit out when I see it. That's all.
All right. Well, I'll call it out too, like I did on the show before you came
See,
on.
and now you're back to contradicting yourself, right? You were just saying you didn't think, and now you're saying you were calling it out again. Which is it, man? Your story keeps changing. I don't know what to tell you.
Dude, what are you talking about? You're mumble speaking. I stand behind everything I said. I watched the show and I said what I don't like. You keep trying to get me in something. What do you get me at?
That's not all you said though. You did take personal digs.
What? Give me a personal.
No, I'm gonna make you watch it so we can go over it.
All right, cool. I told you I'll be happy to be on your show.
I know
if you would like me to.
Could you at least give Soft the opportunity to, when you do bring it up, maybe not tonight or whenever, but maybe a time down the line, maybe an opportunity just to at least comment back on the clips that you're going to be playing back on your show?
Of course.
Okay, so Soft, you heard it, man. You will have that opportunity. But yeah, Corey, look, again, I've always said this about you. You know, you're a good sport. You seem like a good guy. I've always been consistent with that. Look, is there things, funny we make fun of about your show? Sure. Is there things I wish you did and kept doing when it comes to the whole steel toe thing? And nobody likes onions.
I agree. There's a lot of people who think I should have handled things a different way, and I understand that. But where my problem comes from is acting like this isn't a consistent motion. And go back and listen to some of the earlier radio shows. I was always the guy standing up to Aaron. That's who I've always been. And I'm sorry that you guys came in a point in the show where you didn't see that and thought something else. But when the fucking NLO shit happened, I leaned into trying to be as funny as I could be. Then I gave my 2-week notice because I basically was getting told that I like sabotaged the show or I did all this shit when I was just trying to be funny. So at that point, I got to leave. And it just seems like everybody's mad because I don't take on this weird hate grudge. And again, as much shit as I talk about Pat, I like Pat. Pat is funny. I still listen to Nobody Likes Onions. I've listened to it for years. I don't hate Pat. I don't hate Soft Weekly. I just, at some point, it becomes this weird bullshit where everybody is projecting these weird thoughts that they think you are. And then they're acting like that's somehow an inconsistency in you. And that's crazy.
So let me ask you this. I don't know. I guess it was a mutual decision between you and Aaron, right? About parting ways, or did you put your 2 weeks in and then he just kind of agreed after?
I mean, we had a conversation. I was going pretty nuclear, and then I put my 2-week notice in.
Okay? So I guess in hindsight, I guess was Aaron? I guess what did he want you on? Like, could you have stayed on the show? I guess is what I'm trying to ask. If you wanted to,
yes, 100%.
You could have. Okay.
Yes.
So it was completely up to you, and it was your decision alone is why you're not on the show anymore.
Yes, I put in my 2-week notice.
Okay. I'm just trying to get all the facts here straight. But yeah, Corey, Soft, you got anything else for Corey? I'm trying to see what the chat has to say.
No, the chat does not like me, and I still don't dislike Corey. I mean,
I don't dislike you either. I just think sometimes you're a little inconsistent. That's all. I guess I should say that. And maybe I shouldn't have blown up like I did when I came in, but it's just like watching guys who like I thought I was friends with talk shit. And again, I'm not even talking about in the context of the show. Like, make fun of my show all you want, make fun of me all you want. That's fine. But like, it's just weird when people are acting like your friend and then they're stabbing you in the guts. And that's how it felt.
We got.
And I'll show you the stuff. I wasn't taking notes. I didn't realize that I'd be talking to you later on this conference call, or I would have had notes available for you.
Real quick, we have get Soft real quick, and then we got 2 supers I want to read.
All right, can I just say, Corey, that you can DM me and we'll talk, and you can play anything I said on the show, but I stand by. I like you as a person. I don't have any beef with you. All right?
Yeah, I got no beef with you either. I just want a little bit more consistency.
I'll
If you hate me to my face, hate me when I'm not there. If you like me to my face, like me.
I'll stand behind what I said on tonight's broadcast.
And I appreciate that.
All right, so we got a $9.99 coming in from Spaghetti Tooth John RNPT. Says, Corey, honest question. When you were on MLC the first time, you would not answer any questions about Aaron. You would only reply, wait 2 weeks, then I could talk. When is that 2 weeks up?
It's already up. I've been talking this whole week.
Yeah, in fairness, you have been coming out, and that was one of my, I guess, the tip my cap moments towards you. On, I think it was yesterday's stream, you streamed for 6 hours, which, I mean, Corey, it is a little insane, streaming for 6 hours. I'll put that out there. I'll stand by what I said. But you said something about Aaron being racist and everything like that. And again,
I've told him to his face he was racist years ago on the radio. It's not a new thing.
No, I understand it's not a new thing. But to many people, it is, though. Many people haven't heard you say these things or go bad on Aaron, you know? So to them, it's like this whole new thing. Like, wow, Corey has some inside dirt. So I think people are just looking for more of that. Will there be more of that, or I mean, is it kind of just on a?
Honestly, there's not a lot. Like, I know you guys want there to be a lot of dirt, but there's not really like dirt.
Not even dirt, just shit talking.
No, it's like, well, like the thing is like it was a part-time job for me. I worked when we were on the I worked 2 days a week for a while. I worked 1 day other than that, right? And I would come in and I would work, and then everything that we talked about outside of work was usually boxing or whatever. My whole thing is that I came in to Steel Toe. And I was added in as a second mic year 2 or 3 of the show. It was never my project. I show up. All I can do is be as funny as I can be when the microphone's in front of me. And that's it.
We got another $1.99 coming in from LL Cooley. Says, Aaron is soft and anyone who likes him is too.
So check this out. No, I just want to point this out real quick. Nobody likes Sonny goes, 2 weeks is up this Wednesday. Another lie by Corey. No, the 2 weeks was up when I did the show with you. That's when the 2 weeks was up. It was the next 2 shows, buddy. See, this is what I'm talking about. Pat gets everything fucking wrong and then presents it like other people are lying. And you guys fucking eat it up. I wish he wouldn't do that. I know he does it for comedic value. He's a very funny person. I just wish he would stop doing that.
So I could probably expect Pat to be breaking this down probably tomorrow.
I'm sure he wants to be in private. He's not calling in here to talk to anybody because Pat doesn't like actual confrontation. He likes to fucking sit behind his screen and give his viewpoint when nobody's there to challenge him on his half truth, because then he can paint a narrative and make it even funnier and control where it goes. It's a very base broadcasting tactic.
Wait, Soft, did you just donate to the show? Says Corey can't make me hate him for $2. Yo, you're shot, bro. Fucking shot. So Corey, I guess last thing before I let you go, unless anyone else has any other questions they want to ask you, will there be any? I guess what I'm looking for personally. Again, you don't have to do anything what I'm looking for. But were there any more just not dirt, like I said, but just any more shit talking? Anymore?
Nothing I'm doing is shit talking though. I can give honest responses. I don't, again, and I know you guys don't understand this and maybe you don't like me for it, but I don't harbor the animosity towards Aaron like you guys do. I just don't.
Okay, that's fair enough.
And you know, it's funny because everybody's like, oh, he's sitting on the fence, he's this and that. No, all I can do is this, man. I was part of a radio show, and the time that we were on the radio, that was some of the funnest times in my life. And I will always look back on those eras fondly. Now, with Aaron, I tried to give feedback in the show. I'm not the guy that runs it. I'm a guy that comes in once a week and gets a paycheck. And, you know, at that point, if you're having creative differences or you want to go in a different direction and it's somebody else's project, it's like a band, man. It's like if the rhythm guitar player in a band wants to be the lead singer. At some point, that rhythm guitar player just has to go start another band because he's not going to be the lead singer. This band already has a lead singer.
Sure.
And it's not about hate. It's not about anything. I mean, for me, it's the fact that I leaned into something that I thought was funny. And then it's portrayed as like me going after Aaron or ruining the show or anything like that. It was never, in my mind, it was never any of that. It was me leaning into something I thought was funny. That's it.
Here, I want to read one thing from Pat, and then I want to ask you one more thing, Corey. But from Pat, says, at Corey, know the day you got fired, you said 2 weeks. It's not been 2 weeks yet. You're a lie. The day you did my show, you didn't know you were quitting. Another lie. Fire, fire, fire.
Just because I didn't tell anybody, didn't know I wasn't quitting, right? Like, again, this is what I'm fucking talking about. You do this shit all the time, Pat. You're not in my head. You don't know what I was thinking. You weren't in on these conversations. You don't know what happened. From the day, go back and look at the fucking calendar, you stupid McFuck. You E.T. cran-melted Eugene Levy eyebrow-having fuck. I am so sick of your half-truth bullshit, dude. You're funnier than that. I get it. I know what the parlor act is. I've watched you for fucking decades at this point. A decade, right? Like, the thing is that no, after the show that I went on you, I did 2 more shows. Go back and watch. Go back and watch Corey Goes Rogue and see when Cremating Corey aired. Those were 2 weeks. What the fuck are you talking about? And again, fact check me. Everybody that's an Onion person, go back and look. Look at the date of Corey Goes Rogue and look at the date of Cremating Corey. Tell me those aren't 2 weeks apart, you stupid fuck.
A lot of people are saying 2 lies, cucked, LOL.
Right?
LOL,
Yeah, no, cool. Go ahead. It's all up there, man. It's not lies.
Imagine being
Pat, right? Rather than he just lied. He's like, oh, imagine being mad you can't grow hair. This is like, it's fun. It's fine. I don't care. Like, I like Pat. He's very funny. I hold no ill will towards him, but he does this thing where he presents half truths as everybody else is lying. And it's like, you guys will see it. It's a parlor trick. Everybody sees through it eventually. It's fine.
So Corey, I guess, one of my biggest things, and I think this was Pat's biggest thing, but, being in podcasting, I know the significance of talking into a mic, and that was my biggest thing with you earlier. So is there any way we can get you to maybe get the mic like in front of your face?
It's in front of my face. This is a fucking RE20. It has a bulb here. This is where it detects sound. It doesn't matter if I'm here or here or here. It's the same sound. Stop it.
Okay. So
again, another partial truth. Like, go ahead, look it up. Look up Electro Voice fucking.
No, Soft has
RE20.
one. Don't you have?
That's the mic I use.
Yes, you can put it to your side because it creates a bulb where it's picking up the sound. You can literally talk in it because right now my face is right behind it. It's right, like it looks like it's in front of me, but it's not. My face is right there. It's just to the side because then you can see my face and you can make more expressions. That's it.
Corey, are you using a either cloud lifter or fathead on it? Because you need a preamp in that mic to really get it to work solid. Trust me.
I do have a pre-mic on it. It's a Titan, I think it's called.
Okay, yeah. If you got some kind of inline preamp, you got to have one of those to make it work right. But that's a solid mic, big time. That's what I use. I have a SM7B, but I prefer this mic. I think it's better.
It's a good mic.
I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. He said 2 weeks on the 29th. So I think Melton's looking back and maybe
he's trying to semantically cut it, right? What happened is that we did the show and then my 2 week was in. I did 2 shows after that and that was it. That was literally my 2 week notice. Go back and watch.
We'll have to review the tape, Corey. I hope you're telling the truth. But
I'm the one that put in my 2 week notice. I know I'm telling the truth. After the Corey went rogue thing, we had a conversation and I put in my 2 week notice. I did 2 more shows and I left. That's it. Watch.
So, Corey, before I let you go here, I'm just trying to read because I mean, obviously, you got something going on with Melton right now. He's, obviously unhappy with you.
No, this is what he's doing though. He's trying to semantically pick apart inane details. Like, oh, he's lying. This is what he does. Again, Pat is very elite level at this one parlor trick, but this is what he does. It's all half-truth, like me working at Chipotle or whatever. Fucking dude assaulting Stonies or Cowpoke being a reference point or getting Steel Toes channel taken down for gambling. That still hasn't happened, right? Again, at what point do you hold Patrick accountable for all this stuff he said and none of it's been true? None of it.
Well,
and I know you guys don't want to hear that because Pat's in the room and everybody's fucking daddy's here. We can't fucking this and that. It's fine.
I mean,
wait, is Patrick responsible though? That's
for what? Oh yeah, no, Patrick. So the overlying issues of why I left were there for a while. Pat was absolutely a catalyst, and if he wants to take responsibility for that, he can. And I've always said that. I have nothing against Patrick. Patrick is very funny.
But I think you go ahead, Soft, real quick. But real quick, let me before I let you go here, Soft, that is not Corey. I think you whether Pat wants to have you on or not. I think really this is a conversation that you two need to have, face to face, really, and not through a live chat.
But this is what it is, right? He never comes on to do it face by face. It's always he's going to cut up and edit something and go after him. He did the same thing when he was trying to confront Chad. This is the like modus operandi, right?
I guess we'll see. So, Pat, I mean, the ball's really in your court from there. We'll see. I don't think he'll shy away from it. But again, it's his show. I'm not going to tell him how to run it. But Soft, what were you going to say, man?
I forget now.
Solid.
I don't know. I was really shocked by how mad Corey was at me, because I don't think I did anything terrible. And like I said, if you do your show and you want me to come on and react, I'll do it, because I don't think I said anything terrible. I feel like I've always been upfront with you and fair.
Corey, like I said, man, I could kind of see your point of view in the sense of what we were doing here tonight. A lot of people, we're Team Corey, not Team Corey, not Team Corey. And then you find everyone, myself included, Soft, and other people here.
I just don't give a shit, man. Like, if you're on my side, stay there. If you're not, get the fuck away. I don't care. Like, that's the thing, right? And I'm done with all you fucking morons just swinging away. Like, I'm swinging back now. I don't give a fuck, dude. And again, Pat can call me whatever he wants. You guys heard it here first. Hold his feet to this fire. If he can't get Steel Toe taken down for gambling, everything he said is a lie, right? Like, Cowpote is not a reference. Guy from Stoney's did not assault Chad. I did not work at a Chipotle. Like, at what point is that, like, but he's going to call everybody else a liar? It's fucking weird. That's all.
That's breaking news. You don't work at the Chipotle. I'll say it. I mean, I know some of that stuff is dumb. I'm making a joke here. I don't care. I wouldn't care if you worked at a Chipotle. I don't care if you got to pay bills.
I would love to work at a Chipotle. I would get a discount, and I love that place.
I don't care, dude.
Jesus. Corey, just look, man, for me, again, you don't have to take it with anything I say, with anything. You don't have to take it to heart. You don't have to take it to anything. But
no, time out. James Bank, when you unsubscribe, don't come back, please. Just don't come back. Thank you.
I guess I'm unsubscribed. Okay, I'm unsubscribing from Corey. Again from Corey. But look, dude, just, keep the same fire, man, all through. It makes for good.
This is who I am. Like, you got, this is the thing. Let me say this, right? I am so sick of people acting like this is a new fire I've developed. Maybe I'm not at my full potential at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Well, no, dude, trust me. I can only imagine having to wake up at fucking 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, go do a 4-hour show that you're co-hosting, that you're not really set up to succeed, really, in that situation, right? It's Aaron.
See, look, here's Pat again. I never said he worked at a Chipotle. What a liar. I said someone on Reddit said it. Right, but it came out of your fucking mouth, didn't it? This is what I'm talking about. You argue semantical points that aren't truth, present them as truth, and then attack people like they're lying. It's a one-parlor trick, Pat, and you're very good at it. Just fucking do that. And a good luck getting the gambling thing taken down. Where's this class action lawsuit? You've been talking about it for what? Almost a month now? Where is it? Where?
Feel like you're addressing me.
At the end of the day, it feels like all you're doing is tagging on to something to sell fucking shirts and mugs. I want one of those hats, though. I'm going to get a movie hat.
Oops, sorry. Hold on. Let me get you guys back here on full screen. Jake Hudson said he made me a video. We'll have to check that out. I don't know if I want to play that right this second, because we're about to let you go, Corey, because there's just a lot of back and forth between you and Pat. We could do this literally all night, obviously, but I think the best course of action is somehow getting you and Pat on a show together, and really kind of just have it out that way, and just say your piece, he'll say his piece, and look, the whole prize night thing, man. For what it's worth, it's just I'm not.
I mean, look. I'll be honest with you. I think it seems fishy. Like, I think there's a lot of valid points that Pat raised up on it. You know,
at least we can agree on
Aaron
that.
About it. They have a fucking. There's a lawyer for the business, and I didn't get too much involved with it, but I would assume that I would assume Aaron talked to the lawyer at the very least, right? And it's not a very good look when he's saying everything's legit and then he's taking down videos of the prize night. Like, that's fair,
right?
But beyond that, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost like, there has to be a lawsuit or some sort of thing. Not a lawsuit, because I don't think he said lawsuit. It was just some sort of legal action taken. But there almost has to be one now at this point. Otherwise, it's just kind of, empty threats or essentially like that. But yeah, man, look, at least we can agree on that. The prize night is completely fucked up. Really, at the end of the day, it's just a way to rake in a lot of money, man. But look, man, so I guess you're going to be streaming right after this?
Yeah, I'll pop on.
So
and if Pat wants to call in and fucking dice it out live, you can. But I know you're not gonna. You're gonna sit behind your own show and just keep to your own narratives because you don't like being called out on shit, right? Feel free. You have an open invite, Pat.
So Pat,
your move, bitch.
Yeah, balls in your court, Pat. And I'll be curious to see what happens from there, man. Because I don't see Pat as being the one who just like is gonna shy away from this. Obviously, he'll chop it up. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye on for sure moving forward. Soft, you got any last words for Corey?
No, just that, Corey, like I said, I always liked you. And if you want me to come on your show and defend anything I said, I'll be happy to do it. Just let me know.
Yeah, word, man. I mean, I'll be over there. Everybody's free to come. I have an open phone line and a Discord if Pat wants to come in and talk. But I'm sick of this, like, let's all talk through video and not actually fucking talk so that we can paint semantic half-truths, right? Which is like your wheelhouse. I just left radio people that do that. I'm good on that. If you want to have a real conversation man to man, you're more than welcome. But other than that, shut the fuck up, dude. So far, you've been wrong about fucking everything.
Wow. Okay. So, lots to get into for Pat and Corey. Hopefully, maybe Pat could do something like that. Like I said, hopefully, we see a interview between Pat and Corey some way, and they can maybe hash it out and get to the bottom of what the fuck is actually going on. Obviously,
I do want a hat too. I do want a hat.
So, well, go on the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on the store, man. Nobody likes onions. But Corey, so what's your whole streaming schedule? Like, how's that whole thing working for the people who want to subscribe?
KCUK is a podcast that you can find all over the place. Like, it comes out on Monday. The streaming schedule we're trying to lock down, but one of the guys on the show, his rotating work schedule changes, so it's hard to get him on there. But right now, we're figuring out when we might do something in the morning. I kind of like doing the night shift, like the late night shift after people are gone. I mean, it's pretty great. So who knows?
Yeah, you're not really competing with many people, which is actually a good thing.
Yeah. Well, and I kind of like just being out on my own. I mean, I like the fact that like I don't know, man. Like, it's weird when you're working somewhere and you're not allowed to swing back. But now I'm the only person that controls me swinging back. So I'm going to be swinging back. So
clearly, as of tonight.
Everybody here who's like, I'm unfollowing, good. Unfollow and stay the fuck on. I'm so sick of you wishy-washy fucks who think you know everything about a career that you could never fucking do. It's ridiculous.
How about MLC? What's you still on the MLC train? Can we expect you on MLC? What's going on?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, they hit me up whenever and they say come on the show. So far, it's been I think 3 times I've been on there so far. So I don't know. It's definitely not a regular position of any kind, but it's they call me and I'll go on. I really enjoy it because the thing I like about MLC is that the chat room is so full of hate, but that's the whole point going in. Right. It's less of the fucking people on your side and then they're off your side and then they're on your side and then they're off your side. It's just we're here to hate you. I can get that. I can get behind that.
Right. Yeah, your last performance on MLC was when you came off the right off the bat and just came on fire, man. That's the Corey. I mean, for me, I enjoy watching. You know what I mean? So again,
and that's closer to who I am on stage. You know what I mean? That's me on stage.
Right.
Like this is me, and that's the thing is I'm so fed up with people acting like it's inconsistent when it just doesn't align with what they want me to be. I'm sorry that I'm not like as vested in like burying Aaron as you guys. I really have no animosity towards him. I really don't. And I don't hate Pat either. I think like him and I are going to fucking be fine. Like the thing is that I don't think anybody in this is really taking it that personally, but it's so weird watching this ebb and flow where everybody's like, oh, you're not being consistent. You're this and that. And fucking what? Like what has been inconsistent about anything of it? I did something that I thought was funny. And again, Pat's in the room. I will stand by this. I think that show, Corey Goes Rogue, I think that is one of the best TV moments. And I know, like, I say TV because, like, boomers are the ones that watch TV. Everybody watches YouTube and stuff, but it's streaming, let's say. I think that's the best streaming moment of the year. And Pat is equal parts of that. I'm equal parts of that. Even Aaron's equal parts of that. The three of us will be tied in that moment forever.
So, yeah, keep it on streaming, and I can get behind it. When you lose me on when you say TV. That's all I was saying.
I just think at this point, it's like when people say they're listening to a CD, but they're listening to MP3.
Sure.
YouTube is clearly TV now, right?
Right. No, I get what you're saying, Corey. But look, man, we appreciate you coming on. The fire is great, and just, I guess for the people who want to subscribe, KCuck on YouTube, KCUCK, how do you spell it?
CUK.life is the website. Also funny, Pat just said Corey is living in February. Oh, when you started picking on me, February, March, April, that's not months and months, but I'm the liar. This is what I'm talking about, Pat. You pick a semantical truth, present it like it's the truth when it's a lie, and it's never correct. People are going to get wise to this, man. That's all I'm saying. 2 years ago, or was probably longer than that ago, when Red Bar was on you, he was calling that shit out too. It's a known quantity with you. Knock it off. You're too funny for that, man. You run a great show. You're very funny. You're one of the best online at brand imaging. I just found out my buddy Lane did your graphics. That's fucking weird and a whole other thing. But just fucking be you, man.
What was with that comment? Because I was watching.
I know Lane. I met Lane at a show I did a long time ago, and he's like, I like Lane, but he's kind of crazy. And then apparently he did the like Onions logo, and like he's got some beef with Pat that I've never heard of, and he just posted on a comment on one of my videos. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was like, really letting it out there, man. I was like, holy shit. But yeah,
months and months, Pat. Check it out. February, March, April, months and months. What are you fucking stupid? Are you like there's no way you're that dumb. Months and months. February, March, April. Is that not months and months to you? Where's the lie, Pat? Where's the fucking lie?
Corey, like I said, let this, either you get Pat on your show or Pat gets on.
Yeah, he's more than welcome. The phone line's open, Pat. I would love to talk to you face to face. I know you probably won't because you like to do all your shit talking behind a safe camera where people can't actually call you out on your bullshit.
He said he's so dim.
Yeah, no, see, and all he can do is attack me, right? Like, that's all he can do.
So, again,
all he can do is, Corey lied. He said months and months. February, March, April. That's months and months. Oh, this and that. Call in. Oh, no, I'm going to fucking call him names instead. Ball's in your court, Pat. Either you're a man or you're not. The phone line will be open when I go live. It's on you now.
Guru Run says, clip it, Bex. Yeah, clip it out. Guys, so look, Corey, Pat, set this thing up, man, because it's much watch. Sorry, I'm a little gentleman jack. Couple Gentleman Jack deep in here, but it's much watch TV, as Corey Adam would say. Corey, again, dude, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, and everybody should watch and subscribe to Win by Two Radio. I'm going to call the stream that I'm doing now Lose by Two Radio because we're going to be reviewing you guys reviewing us. Soft Weekly's welcome as well. Everybody's welcome to come over except for James Bank. I don't want to see you in that channel. You've unsubscribed and you are dead to me.
Corey,
thank you for having me. Keep doing what you're doing. I really like the show.
Appreciate it, Corey. Corey on fire, man.
Thanks for coming on.
It's Corey Adam, everybody. Wow.